Almost support, do whatever. How do you feel?
I'm so proud to say it me do my attempts and still me move on. Because you see, my conviction is not that of man. In fact, me make nyame adwene. And the panty as ya enye nene started.
I don't know what a man got say.
Akosua Serwaa.
Akosua Serwaa said nyame
adwene. Say it, some of these things come by revelation. So, and at the institution of marriage, you know, we need to protect it as a people. Who society now say ye more society in the future, and this never be crop in. Yeah, notoriously cultural. You see, in spite of the Western laws, young Kasanso, ye mudi money, your baby a free bar, and your choir is there's a new trend of Mabia bar. Let me go boom, dim. I just say, your mom may take you over marriage. We don't do that.
How do you come then a Lumba case now? Because it's our own bow. What's the handle?
I refer somebody. In fact, let me tell you, I received a call. Ever since they decided to fight this issue, baby, and you know, they called me, interviewed me, and I responded, and I offered the legal advice. But they believe that one will be the best. No man engage him in tea. I'll give credit to Antenna because I was in the family issues, no, you know.
Yeah.
Chairman internationally, known, and I've been representing them for some time now.
Okay.
So mostly it came from people who are Antenna, from the pro Antenna viewers, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly. But they asked from several places.
And that's also to confirm that whether indeed you can handle the case.
Exactly. No bands my handle mom.
But I saw handle couldn't you?
Who that?
But that's what's out there. Because reliefs are not musiki our court, court of Bogudia. What it means that
some counterclaim will be called Bobby Gui. You see, as we speak, the court says that or your wife, Nemum, only the only surviving wife.
Yeah, that's what the court says.
Exactly.
But you are challenging that she was not a wife.
She cannot be a wife.
So
not even after the judgment.
so what it means is that you don't believe in the judgment.
No, that's very wrong.
Disagree with the judgment.
I am very wrong.
So you are going higher.
Of course.
More appeal.
By all means.
So the first one did Anko Yama. Now court now pronounces or your wife.
And basically, what the court did was say or reject
Lawson FM
certificate. No?
So they said it was not original.
And no crowd I grow no di. Now the kind say a man the tender international document here ni so. A honor wait kakrawo. What does and I say original, say your original there. It is obvious. Say no di agro. What does it? Agro no di. But maybe
why didn't you challenge that?
No, when a court is delivering judgment, you can't challenge it.
So it came through the judgment.
Yes, okay. Exactly.
When the judgment, you say how many pages?
70. What happened was that tender in. I'm urging to move. Now, analysis is not something for waiting to sue because under section 16111, for failure and certify document, you know. And that is where to me legally we have to argue, but the rest in the who do rather say document the copies a tender and our requesting for original. We brought the original and more. You see, we brought the original of the certificate wasn't as though it was only in Germany. Yeah, translated. Ama ya notarize. One.
What's the meaning of notarizing?
Yama notary public or Germany. A shared document can say ampa a original translation of the marriage certificate from Germany to English. Any bar Institute of Languages and there's a translation. In the translation it is written marriage certificate. I mean, the expert says it's a marriage certificate. The judge says it's not. It's an extract. And in some of the mistakes the judge did, how can the Institute of Language says a marriage certificate? Now, what judge what the court say an extract? All those are in evidence. And the appellate court will look at them. And it to me, or big time, but it's her opinion. And as we speak, that is her decision now. But because the nature of the law is said that there cannot be a second wife when there's an ordinance or civil marriage. Even though the judge has made the pronouncement, she can never be a wife. You get maybe a person a wife for purposes of celebrating the funeral, but she can never be a wife.
So the funeral is coming on.
14th March.
Are you putting an embargo on it?
14th March.
I don't see 13th December. 14th March.
Obi mu say 13th. 14th. They know we. Oh, me the batch of my be boss na.
14th March.
Mas me ni na.
Me hu no.
Me 13th December ani mo fa nyina hu.
Yes, of course.
13th December.
Anom dey can see here. 14th for no so see. Say.
So are we going to have a double funeral?
Yes.
How?
How is
that possible?
Because the family has not decided on the 13th of March.
That's how much you know.
So on your expect no back or to be must say a year and my wolf in a we called the expert witness. He came to court. The judge was silent on that. Because in fact, as a matter of fact, the matter before the court was not about a year, it was about marriage. So elsewhere the pronouncement will be made. What does it say? And yet was paying a year, my wolf in a year.
What you're saying is that December a year must.
What in Junction Betos one?
Maybe Uncle Fubi trunk.
What in Junction Betos one?
Men cancer, but there was your first one, you're 14.
No, you are a legal expert. You be a Timran. Are you going to put injunction on it?
No, what
if I made a me, I could say I'm representing them.
There was not an issue at court, whether say Basso December or in March, but the matter of wife, no, and I walk court to discuss here. Oh dear, me and Kaza personally, I will look for, but I won't pay with your penny mommy at the appropriate time. Won't pay with your penny,
I'm first started the evidence about here. Mr. Charles Kwadwo for Sudadi Lumba, 1964 to 2025, area Tuesday, 10th of March 2025 at Accra.
Okay.
Hey,
Accra.
Accra. Accra lawyer.
Lying state. Tuesday, 12th March 2024. Okay, we quite offer, but Baba Yara.
Yo.
Hey.
Empty. I know FM. Because most a year a ma. And how can they? A man also expect back.
A ma, the female. A man penny for war. No, he only supervised the activities of the funeral. In this case, from the evidence before of us, and I was opinion they say one year. I brought in your bass on penny, no for some penny, ni mammy some penny, ni na some penny. Well, for some penny, I was opinion so on quite a year.
Yo, and say, more appealing.
Oh,
and I feel I'm over.
Yeah, Danny, we had a better office here appeal. Immediately after the judgment, and now you seek the authorization of the plaintiff. Okay, no say, young Kosunya, no one tears and then tears say, or no worry lumba, another German loan will be said now. 6.3 on Tiasia. And we also, in our opinion as lawyers, believe that the judge was wrong. But as in we are going to prosecute the appeal. And you see, we don't want to relate the funeral.
Why are you doing all this? Your client. Why is she doing all this?
She protested against how Lumba was treating her before Lumba's death.
Or protested?
Yes.
Lumba treat you or no?
Yes. Okay. More mommy and son. More to Germany, Bobra. Also Bagana, but no mabium. Or tear when him or Ghana. She believes that is not fair. You are not giving her the necessary attention. So a lawyer was engaged, and the lawyer replied after the death of Lumba. To me, who instructed that lawyer, because we were on the instructor of Manintro
96.3. Instructor of Manintro.
Obia need 2 minutes of a lawyer.
So free.
Yes.
You are dead.
Exactly. But the lawyer wrote,
say,
on behalf of Obusu's opinion, say, say mano bedi kuna krasi ehunu mobo onye yiri ye jano. This is what triggered the action.
That's Akosua Serwaa.
Akosua Serwaa.
So when Akosua Serwaa bedi kuna kra.
Ehunu mobo. Because as far as they are concerned, she's not married to Lumba.
Abibi says Yana.
26.3.
That is what they claim. But court says no one put to wait on that divorce because officer I was opinion to me and give you enough evidence on that matter. You be saying oh so ni ho. When I catch yourself, I was only been a kind of say yeah buy as well 20 years ago.
No, auntie say under ordinance obi warrior. Now say or sign fetch you ko warrior for what happens?
That marriage is null ab initio. It's void.
It's void. But what of they be free more baswe?
And Kolani legitimate. But our DNA dear ain't legitimate da. And for instance, somebody lived with another woman, gave birth to 4 children. Nigerian first wife, Akosua UK, over 20 years. We are in Nigeria Ghana. Oba no after apply for letters of administration. Nigeria no Ghana no.
Lawson FM.
Our warren amanem ni TV no apply for letters of administration. Na Nigeria that are now 20 years no be TM. Said that be me na me yere. Court will do say Nigeria first one now Akosua Serwaa 20 on Nigeria because she produced marriage certificate quite recently, not even up to 3 months. I did a similar case in Court 3. That judge, Court of Appeal judge, or a brilliant judge, delivered himself such a judgment. They couldn't even take another step because it was obvious. Also, sir, Bapara Betranga and Obana with 3. If you are more matrimony or honor or banity, a new wife, no, and the way you occupy or apply for a course that you can't. Woman, dear, they are entitled to a share of the estate, but oh dear, you can't be entitled to any part of the estate. And in the case of Akosua Odobroni, or not entitled to any part of Lumba's estate, but the mass if there is evidence that they are Lumba's children, they are all entitled to.
So
Lumba's
what
estate.
of if Lumba will every
Lawson FM.
give this to Akosua Serwaa, give this to Odobroni?
Or Casa Odobroni, you Casa my second wife, answer my wife, I am null and void. So I will describe one as Odobroni. Medofo said an usual kind of Medofo. Look, Lumba in his lifetime made pronouncements. Or say Akosua Serwaa, Mejira Mawan, Utiminesa.
Yes.
Odua is was a Medofo. They are two different. The man was very conscious of his position because he knew he had married under the Irunchem. He was very conscious of that, though. He made a public show of Odobroni, there's no doubt about that, but he always called him Medofo. And Akosua Serwaa Mejire Amatiska wa. So it makes a difference.
Oh, okay.
It makes a difference. So the man was conscious of what he was doing.
Moko appeal na still you still proceed.
Oh, you see, my man can't get back on Chiro. My man can't say me Chiro. Near share authorities, no, because when we were doing the case, we were reviewing the authorities. Asante 4 pounds she done for a case we being court. I'm a court and make it pronouncement.
Oh, okay.
And you know that in our setting, cautious, it's a son. And can for culture, and here the difference. I would say that even in our Akan community, there are differences. And this is the first time any opportunity. Lumba being an Ashanti, Akosua Serwaa being an Ashanti. You're my worry. And that Ashanti Lord, the judge was to review all those things and come to a conclusion. So at the end of the day, when you are writing or you are having an issue that is related to Ashanti region, that will be the locus classicus case for matters affecting marriage in Ashanti region. And it was a big opportunity for the judge.
In coming out with rulings, is it always about the law, common sense? This animal in
96.3.
You see, when you go and you narrate your facts to the court, first what the judge will do is to apply common sense. Then he or she will go to look for the law that supports it. Well, the common sense is very important in legal adjudication, but you can't say so without giving legal support to
the law.
Exactly. And you cannot say any law, no, you can apply, especially at the High Court. If the Supreme Court has made a pronouncement, now you're high court, now
Lawson FM.
no matter how your common
96.3.
sense directs you, you can't use that. You have to go to what the Supreme Court has said and apply that precedence. And the all no and Grophobia free so lawyer assemble san koso bion any ade in fact adwuma made man.
So you're proud about how you handled the case.
Very proud. The people after me.
Lawyer no, Akosua Serwaa lawyer no. Well, say that document na mo dey court no.
Your original.
Well, who say man no?
Me a video. You see, this case near battle or court in social media.
Yeah.
And near monitor social media no.
Okay.
We found a trend of argument on a particular radio TV station omo fill up. Then we realized that they were saying that the certificates were fake. It on Friday.
Lawson FM.
I did a video in my office. Showed the certificate.
96.3.
I did the Makusho certificate. You know, the person prejudice the mind of the. And so, they were so uncomfortable, and I was wondering what is happening. Truly, judgment. You see where they are. And in the document, a book I would be producing in Ghana.
Lawyer, pardon me, but I say you seem to say there's a fishy baby.
Oh, obviously.
I said, the man go straight forward the B.
I'm Rankasa. You get a point. And after judgment, I'm at liberty to say that. I disagree with the judgment. I'm Rankasa.
Do you see on Sini Hands Biana?
I know it doesn't lie in my mouth, but also say, who are ni? Who die also die?
Madame Sunda.
Me Sunda baby.
And from appeal Ivan Kwak Supreme
Review.
Supreme didn't whap him.
I will go review. I don't go review.
I say it depends. The number of judges.
Panel.
Now, can I say unanimous? Unless you find something very fundamentally
before see and when the evidence be
exactly
out of the blue.
Exactly.
I'll be to the accord.
Oh, but we're in court of appeal. I bet Roman at the Beko. Because
be almost so coluso no almost cut on
exactly. And
is that
what happened? Didn't see?
Oh, baby, and Sibase Kunana, both spiritual and physical.
There's more entitlement to be with Germany. Entitlement to be you lose the entitlement.
No, and then I just say, I'm passing Lumba, Warren or Germany. Say, I'm more entitlement. Those who are proposing that.
Undeniably,
Judge said there's no marriage.
No, but along the line, because
I am glad I warm 2 days ago. I'm saying Lumba, you Germany.
For example, to say here, Akosua Serwaa, I'm not in the mind of the judge, but we are all trying to. Say Odobru ni die. On say, yeah, you were training. Latter party felt Lumba ware no. No Lumba ne nam. Yeah. What about this?
No cry.
Or no ni Lumba ne nim say bia o mo ware. Did you get it? Empty, because in court, I prove me wrong if I'm wrong. There was a witness, no Babedia dance saying, did Lumba married Odobruni?
Yes.
There was a witness.
Yes.
Obedia dance or no, or I will feel happy because they said they needed a neutral person, be on pair, phobia, so they needed a neutral person, and then they took somebody, Wabe will feel be on this dance. It can be true, it can be wrong. And here we are. Yen say Lumba ne Akosua Serwaa Omunso. There are so many people in so under normal even not
96.3.
but they don't let people know
that they are even.
And here be said why you certificate not to know clearly not just be there was no marriage.
Oh, I mean, I say, like you are saying, factually it is notorious. It's a notorious person on my worry. And you see, civil marriages, so because Agua also provided certificate of divorce. At least we made the attempt of producing a certificate of marriage.
Yeah.
Where is your certificate of divorce? And let me tell you, that guy you call neutral, or testify said Lumba told them to know what was Germany.
Oh, okay.
In his evidence. Or say, Abusuan Kushia or home. And during the day of the marriage, they asked Lumba. Unijire. Or so, no, I was Germany, but are breaking down beyond reconciliation. That's why I divorce. If in their own evidence, it is broken down beyond reconciliation. Oh, okay. What does it mean? And this was an admitted fact. But because it was ordinary, we needed to produce a certificate for the judge to be bold enough to say, so there is. And apart from the certificate, there were base of evidence to show that the people were married. Even this video, and apart the trend mahu, bet me yach them.
Video.
The day that they go married, and one of my yes. What does it? Until there was evidence to show that there was married legally. And the judge pronounced that be on into there was no marriage. The Robert's traditional one. Tell the bear or do believe it my yakuna. No one Japadi any be. But yet overturning decision at Japadi will be over Sandiaba.
Yes, the money being
the man dear no. Now, sir, on no advantage when the money is 6. All things being equal, all DNA proved. The money is 6.
You have doubt.
The way you are talking, DNA proved. As a lawyer, have been consistent about DNA.
We need doubt.
As you've been consistent.
Oh, we need that. All things because Akosua Serwaa man who say
na nabi we oyo hene kese pa what send message you have or say good morning Franco. Ask lawyer to tell you the traditional law authority that says Akosua pain is not part of the funeral.
Me can say we called mankaso on your part. We say you on the funeral. We called an expert witness called teacher Kantanka.
Oh, okay.
He just
from
he was the one I called to tell us some of his evidence even supported Odobroni. He gave a neutral evidence.
Oh, okay.
I said Akosua Panyini and a movie eko no.
Okay.
And you're Nigeria no.
Oh, fine.
And there are 2 forms of Akosua, the immediate and extended. If you are head of the extended family, you can't come and take somebody's body and say, I'm going to prepare it for burial. Only immediate family in there.
What support?
What you man is according to teacher Kantanka and say, Kwakope Sigaba. Near the and in this case, all the women are saying, no, we will not allow you. And that is the authority. Teacher Kantanka came to explain. And Tinya Akosua penny never fruza mekoye. And look, after the judgment, we have done research. There is an act, Head of Family Accountability Act, so who a head of family is. And you know, a extended family head, and a bayer so what for you now Akosua penny be abefano, a big family. Now the very head now be family say mekoye no transfer no plan here was the committee what be that Asante amaniemu enkura wo ro mu play u papa wo esimu na beto adaka obaye yi enye no kre are no part of the funeral Nigeria kuna
odi kuna
are no part of the funeral and for anybody to suggest say Akosua penny kwa na otumi so kwa ye I can't just understand
what me responsibility
no it is not right.
Okay.
And it is not Asante. People should get that. And that is what we are fighting. We cannot allow the cause to make laws which are inconsistent with our tradition and culture and let it go. Oh, na meme dia na kuna na mkoye mankoye
96.3
na kwasi na me answer.
Nti say a year no because off record. And they are no pay Akosua Panyi a confirm yam the this December a year no air basso
13V.
Yes, it's happening.
Oh, fine.
This December is happening.
But why is the family having issues with Akosua Panyi? I don't get it.
Until now,
because he didn't get them involved.
The lawyer, it is so now.
96.3.
So a year no basso 13 December. Yeah, we are year ni na Odobroni kodikuna ni bi. Akosua Serwaa di kure. Akosua Serwaa be ba.
After me baby son, me son.
I said when you say 14th March. Yeah, I'll be surprised if I see you there.
Me.
No, I'm talking about clients.
My clients, okay.
No, I'll be surprised if I see that because the whole can nano perma material say a match.
My clients don't share a year though.
Matwase. But they made the whole come me mate. Oh, cut it.
Odobroni eye kuna ni bi we na and spending appeal here. What happened?
Appeal is not about Odobroni person. The make money.
No, appeal here about Kunadie Meboa.
Yes, Kunadie. Yere.
Okay.
The first relief,
okay.
The when Kunani ancillary relief.
Okay, so that one is gone.
Yes.
The Kunani is gone. So Yere whether
Obi ordinance marriage. Bitimi koye customary no be second wife.
So now the owners lies on you to prove Appeals Court
certificate
in here.
And I'm tender and right. That's
original. Now all the fact laws, not international laws, and what tender.
Exactly.
I see.
A trailer in Manila.
I see.
Over Rambo in the jungle.
Appeal the day. One. Yeah. Social media for.
Now flashing back.
Yeah, not twisted.
Yeah.
The doors.
Even
in fact, people blame me for even coming, granting interviews after the call. But what happened was that the first day of Koye reported, but I was shocked.
No, when is he called?
When is he called? You get a person. So I thought that, well,
you have to educate people too.
Slightly what happened, you have to mention them. Say the sir, twist and turn is propaganda, no? Empha. That was the reason for it.
Baba, after the court, you really buy or hear the demeanor and the posture of your client. In Komamudia, net is not pressure one.
She was crying, she was wailing.
Really?
Uncontrollably. We were scared. We sent people, we called people to go to her house.
Hey, I was asking him, say, really nearby, you know, the demeanor and the posture and the attitude of the client, you know, was soon.
It was serious, though.
She was going to.
Serious. We had to call the children to go to the house immediately because we were scared she would do something to herself.
Really?
I didn't fan.
Share. Wabre. In fact, if you know the story behind Lumba and Akosua Serwaa, you'd understand the woman. Lumba in his lifetime worked for only 2 weeks.
Oh, Lumba
where I say?
2 weeks.
Yes, it is true. Me report now me.
Akosua Serwaa, the first album Akosua Serwaa na studio and move from the production
studio man.
Be a man to hoka. What I say? And what they have achieved in life, no? It is mainly Akosua Serwaa. What I say, you know, for her to be told say oh nya was quite painful. That's the space why we had to go to court.
I don't know because of a problem nearby.
Problem here.
Oh, on TV. Says you never cross too good. Say Lumba
free. Lumba came to Ghana, and the man better permanently, no. I had a spine issue. So on your star, I have Michael Jackson, Pani and Ibi, into Oba. Ghana, big deal with the matter here. People said he was bedridden for 5 years. That cannot be correct. Because the evidence before the court, nature say, omiti Odobro 7 years and no operation. Okay. That's the evidence before 7 solid years. And the yari no share Odobro. 96. Otherwise, then immediately after the meeting, it's on by operation. What does it? 7 years after, and no meet operation. Which means say, unoni Odobro ni dada. So it's not here. Enti Oba Ghana no. Siefan say 7 years no your operation there. No ba no nyare. Yes, when you accident been affecting the spine. Ebia na nye serious. To what in Ghana na ba na. Okoye 96.3 operation. And na owie the man tena hwiche mu kakra. Enti one term me just say 1 year kwebedu.
But that time, the wife was not here.
No, she was in Germany. But sending medication. I will answer that question.
Because I'm not for camp.
Because you know, Abrochap Abraham mortgage. And a wood default to her. If you a Danabeko, or Monclat, me and some who could school Germany. On also Township Colina. And a Lumba Abagana, so by San Huya. Tum could have been abo meba. Buy your bag and the ticket is too expensive. I'm referring to what my client told me.
Oh yeah,
ticket board, didn't he? Oba or the member. And I think it was in 2014 the Lumba Koye. About 2013 permanently, or 2014. Once you be every visit was by Akosua Serwaa. The last was when she lost the mother, and by 2018. When a hotel Tantra Hela, I do bring a Kusi any dear man.
Na I no mami o de amasade na bam. Obedi kuna.
Odipa o videos na we tended them.
I know you can kuna there bio. Ukunu mami wu a.
See.
But lawyer can't say for what's it or double new copra planet demo. So what was the communication that was meant to the woman?
The woman felt that was a house help.
Oh no, feel it, sir.
Yes.
But no,
yes, but Brimpomad
can be wrong.
Maybe.
In fact, I believe Brimpomad that time might have known. So in the Oba. Because don't any share any secrets. But Akosua Serwaa wasn't aware, say, on again now at the time.
So what was she doing there in the house? Because me call me with a fee. Look, you offer you no baby to us. Or
not number to easily gone. I know by also on Tantra Hill or matrimonial home.
And the Abia, my dear, Koshana put his feeling in order. Emma Akosua Serwaa. And his Abia, Uber Zoom say Wakofa house girl.
Yes.
And Abia put you can assume that.
Yes.
But Abia in reality, then your house girl.
But what the question that arises here is that why did Odobroni, a married woman, go to prepare a place for another wife to sleep?
Like was our custom Sadia near Obia difference minimum. Because Obi or some Nikunu to say,
yes,
your Nikunu Enti Ebia, I'm only assuming you.
Why not?
Yes.
Why not?
We are all assuming because you and I
were not there.
Enti Ebia, Odobroni ni Lumba, Odonumuono, and data DNA because you over the 8 differences.
Yes.
Enti Ebia, of fat minimum, Obino for Mukruzo, Papa. Yes, daddy.
Yes.
Koye we mami, yes daddy. Jump. Oh Musa, why should I jump? How high?
But me feel say Odobroni knew that Akosua Serwaa was Lumba's wife. And for her, she had to accord. In fact, in all their pleading, they said they have always accorded Akosua Serwaa the respect that she deserves. It's written in ink in their pleadings. You get the point.
And then what's the kind of say? In their pleading, no, because say, "Tam beba worry." We say no. Omu bisa nse on worry. A man said the marriage breaking down beyond repairs. And yet now me him say me kunu na worry asemasi. Inti so abagana no any problem. No se me nkra be man na. I mean, let me show that. I mean,
when did your client get to know? Say no.
From the evidence before the court and what I've been told, the third child at the birth of the third child.
Hey.
Aye.
First one, second one, she didn't know.
No, third one.
And they see, you know, none of reaction to say,
oh, she in fact, she wasn't happy. And let me tell you, Akosua Serwaa believed sincerely that Lumba didn't stay too long with a woman. And as usual, you get the point, but this one was this one was different.
Oh, fine.
Or hit it.